Hey guys, welcome back to the channel Football Analytics. Today I'm going to be giving out tips for the Wednesday's games, which is Barcelona against Dortmund, PSG against Aston Villa, so the second part of the Champions League. The first part I already recorded, put that out, Arsenal against Real Madrid and Inter against Bayern. You can check those picks out in the previous video. So I had to record this earlier because I can't record tonight, so I'm going to drop this in about an hour. So guys, yesterday we also had some picks. Congrats if you took any of them. Yeah, Monday went smooth. So we had Newcastle against Leicester, Newcastle to score, and I told you that Newcastle was going to win. Leicester is a dead team for now. Look at that. They beat the history, so congrats to Leicester. 8 games without scoring at home, which is insane, absolutely, for a Premier League team. And yeah, they're soon going to officially relegate. And Newcastle gets back into the top 5 race, and Man City is currently out of the Champions League. Then we had, let me go back, what else did we have? Yeah, Legana scored in the end. We had them to score, but the thing is they should have scored earlier. If you look at their stats, they had XG over 2. So BTTS Osasuna had to score as well. I told you the FAR chart worked here. They haven't scored in 3 games in a row, so they did score away. I saw some of you took the BTTS one. If you were taking goals yesterday, you should have won pretty easy, unless you took a Leicester goal. That was the only downside of it all. Why do I keep going back? Hold on. And the last one, we had Bologna-Napoli, the huge game for the Serie A. Napoli didn't take advantage. I said Napoli to score. They did manage to score in the first half, but then Bologna dominated in the second half. They should have won the game. And yeah, so far Napoli are 3 points behind Inter, but we'll get back to the Serie A on the weekend as usual. So guys, now let's talk about the Champions League. First of all, before dropping my picks, I want to talk about what's happening with today's odds. It's insane. Odds keep rising on Real Madrid. I really don't know for what reason. It's now at 350. Yesterday when I made the video, it was around 3 to 310, and now it's at 350. So what's insane is, if you want to play it, just the next 2 right now, it's currently at 170. Meaning Real Madrid is not going to lose the game. Those are absolutely fantastic odds. I honestly, I can't figure it out. I saw that Alaba and Lucas Vazquez will start. Maybe that's why the odds went up on Real Madrid. But otherwise, bookies are cooking something. They must know something, or they're trying to trick us. But 350 for Real Madrid. I wouldn't, as I say on this channel, guys, we only go for goals. So my tip for this game is... Actually, I'm not going to tell you because you have to watch the other video and my explanation behind it. And the latest on Bayern as well. Let's check. I think the odds also rose a bit on Bayern. It's at 195. Yesterday it was at 190, so it's not a lot. And also latest news is that Marco is not going to be playing for Inter, which is huge offensively, and maybe it's good for Inter defensively, because who the hell is going to cover Olise and Sané? Marco is not a good defender. So, but yeah, we're missing a presence. Inter will need to score some goals. Okay, so let's start off with Barcelona against Dortmund. Dortmund has been really unpredictable this year. I'm sure you guys lost a lot of money betting on Dortmund this year. They lost a couple of games without scoring. That's something a bit unusual from Dortmund. However, the last 2 games, really impressed by them, because Mainz and Freiburg together, they won those games pretty comfortably, and they're lower than them in the Bundesliga because Dortmund is obviously underperforming. Now, will we have goals? That's the most important thing. Will we have goals in this game? Usually when Barcelona is involved, we do have, but they have been keeping a lot of clean sheets except the last game, Betis. So my thinking behind this bet is they're not going to go 2 games in a row at home without winning. And that's why I think Barcelona is going to win this game. The odds are not great enough, but that's why you can take the odds higher if you wait for Barcelona to score, perhaps even in the second half. They can surely score in the first half, but if you want tasty odds, guys, you cannot do anything this Wednesday, because I know what your double is going to be. Majority of you are going to take Barcelona to win and PSG to win, but if you combine those 2 odds, they're going to round up to about 170, 165, something like that, and that's not tasty enough. We need something closer to 2. So My prediction would be live. Barcelona has to win this game at home, because if they don't, it's going to get really tricky. Anything can happen in Dortmund. They are a high-scoring team. Dortmund can show up at any moment. Like, Mainz doesn't concede at all. Barcelona scored 3 against them. Also, Freiburg is also a really well defensive team, and they scored 4 against them without a problem. So Dortmund can score. Now, the question is, if you're leaning towards taking the underdog here, will Dortmund actually score against Barcelona? First of all, Barcelona already conceded against Betis. So if they were on some streak without conceding, like before, they didn't concede against Atletico, Osasuna, surely, but they did concede against Betis. So I think it would be obviously a risk to take for Dortmund to score. But let's check the odds right now for Dortmund market for a goal. Let's go. So bookies are giving us, no, that's first half, 150. That's not good enough. They have to give us at least 175, 180 for Dortmund to score. That's a bit low, but anything can happen. Dortmund will score if Barcelona is like leading 3-4-0. That will be much easier. But if the game is tight, you gotta lean towards the favorite here. Barcelona has shown us all year long they're right in this crazy streak, though. Maybe that's the only thing that could worry me potentially, is this streak, that they still haven't lost a game in a while. But this is Barcelona's most important game to date against Dortmund, because a lot of expectations are we're going to get an El Clasico final, because Barcelona's road is not that bad. If they beat Dortmund, they'll face Bayern and Inter, and they're going to be the favorite. So Barcelona live here if you want to get the odds closer to 2, but if they score beforehand, it happens. And if you want to take Barcelona to win, also that's not bad, but the odds are not great. It's currently at 136. And that's going to be my first tip. Now, PSG Aston Villa, this is an interesting one, because both of them are having massive winning streaks. Look at that. Also remember that Emery coached PSG before. Emery is a great coach when it comes to European competitions. But the thing is, PSG, they already lost at home to another English team. Remember that. Are they going to go back-to-back losses against English teams? Also a lot of expectation. Could this be finally the year that PSG manages to go to the final and actually win it? They are the favorites. Again, the odds are similar, a bit higher than the Barcelona-Dortmund game. It's at 140. That's not bad, but man, if I had to pick an underdog to score, with the way Aston Villa has been playing, let's check the odds right now. For an Aston Villa over 0.5 market. Bookies are going to be giving us something closer to 157. Yeah, 157. Again, a bit low. If they were 170, 180, we could talk about it. But now it's a bit low. And these guys, the goal market I'm not giving you before the game, because that's just ridiculous. Over 1.5 is risky for any bet, because both games can end 1-0 and we're going to lose our bets. So that's why live in this case is better. The over 1 options are also really low. It's like around 110. Over 1 means you get a refund if they score 1 goal. You'll only win the bet if they score 2. So 110s, we're not taking that on this channel. We're trying to get something closer to 2. And even a double here for Barcelona PSG doesn't round it up to 2. So over 1.5 market could be risky, because both teams could get defensive. Every single goal is precious in every single game right now. Guys, again, I will lean towards taking PSG. I don't think they're going to lose to another English team at home, but Aston Villa is a trickier game than the Barcelona-Dortmund one. If I had to pick an underdog to score, it would probably be Aston Villa over Dortmund, but I'm not going to be taking. So again, nothing genius here with my picks, guys. I'm going really with the favorites. I don't want to make up stuff for you. I think that's where the smart money should go to. Barcelona and PSG are one of the favorites to win it all this season, and with the way they have been playing recently, like look at that. I mean, their only loss was against Liverpool. So you're telling me that they're not going to win against Aston Villa, another English team? Nah, I don't think so. And Aston Villa's streak, it has to end in a way. I mean, PSG is a better team than Aston Villa. But we shall see. Anything can happen in the Champions League. And remember this thing again, it's the first leg. Teams don't have to officially win, but the home teams, I think like Barcelona need to score some goals in order to qualify against Dortmund, because it can get crazy in Dortmund. And same thing in England. PSG will have to take advantage, even though they beat Liverpool 2-0 there. So PSG are not that worried about it. But I see Barcelona and PSG scoring in these games. So, and I would suggest for you to take both games live. Would be perfect if PSG or Barcelona don't score past the 60th to 65th minute like this. You can straight put your money on it. And of course, if Dortmund or Aston Villa score, then for sure they'll have to score. So yeah, guys, that's going to be my tips. You can check out the video for the Real Madrid and the Inter game against Bayern in the previous video. So good luck. I'm going to be dropping the Europa League and the Conference League video probably tomorrow. So yeah. Good luck. Make sure you hit the thumbs up on this video. Really appreciate your support. I also opened this thing called Buy Me a Coffee. That's just like an extra donation because I'm putting out these videos daily and I'm putting in the work for you. So if you want to support me additionally, if you have extra little money lying around, feel free to do that. I'll really appreciate it. It will motivate me more to do these videos because I'm not getting paid for this stuff, guys. I'm putting out all this content for free, and I know you're winning some of the money because lately the picks have been good, but it is sports betting. It can get shaky at any time. So thanks a lot, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Adios.